Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. So in this video we are going to cover about the foreigner rule which had been implemented in the ISL, that's the Indian Super League, and how has it been affected to the teams, what has implications, and how has the teams managed to adapt to that rule, and has that rule changed anything in the Indian Super League season. So without wasting any more time, let's get on to the video. Before we dive deep into the rule and how has the rule affected the whole stability of a team, let's look at some stats. From the 18 matches that have been completed until now, as of this video being recorded, that is the last match being played between Bengaluru FC and Mumbai City FC, where Mumbai City FC won 3-1 against Bengaluru. We are looking at some of the statistics that has happened until now. From the 18 games, as I already mentioned, that has been played, 63 goals have been scored. That means a goal has been added. More than one or more goals have been scored in most of the matches. Only 2 clean or 2 0-0 draws that has come until now. That is 2 goalless draws. That itself speaks a lot. The first 2 matches had started with a 4-2 scoreline. So from the get-go itself, this season has been about goals and goals only. Mumbai City FC are the leaders in the top goal scorers with 12 goals. Odisha FC comes a close second with 9 goals. ATK Mohan Bagan with 8 goals. Bengaluru FC with 7 goals and Jamshedpur FC with 5 goals. These are the top 5 teams in the goal scorers list. The clean sheets, Chennai FC are the only team which has managed to keep 2 clean sheets until now. ATK Mohan Bagan, Kerala Blasters, Mumbai and Northeast have a lot of teams have created one goalless draw or 1 clean sheet, in which East Bengal also has 1 clean sheet, in which the clean sheet of Northeast United FC and Kerala Blasters came against each other when they played a goalless draw. So it's pretty much this thing is that most of the teams are scoring goals. So what is the reason behind these many goals being scored? And many Indian scorers are also coming. So with Vikram Pratap scoring a brace against ATK Mohan Bagan in the match between ATK Mohan Bagan and Mumbai City FC. Then a lot of Indian goal scorers are coming who have not scored or who hadn't scored until now. So it's very good, a positive sign that a lot of goals have been scored. At the same time, this speaks a lot many other things too, like the stability in the defense or the stability in the midfield. We can see from the gameplay itself that the teams are finding it hard to get into the stable lineup. Like sometimes, for example, let's take the example of Kerala Blasters itself. Nothing against them or nothing for them. It's just we are taking the example of Kerala Blasters to explain the situation. In the first match, they had gone with an attacking line, 4 foreigners in the attacks. That means 1 foreigner in the defense and 3 foreigners were played into the attack. And they lost the match 4-2. So there was no stability in the midfield or in the defense. At the same time, from the next match onwards, they have played 2 more matches, and they had played with 2 defenders and 1 midfielder and 1 striker. And from that match, although they have kept a clean sheet in 1 match and they have only conceded one goal. Other than that, the attack has not been able to score any goals from those 2 matches. The first match is still the only match in which Kerala Blasters have scored. Otherwise, last match against BFC, they had an own goal from Ashik Gurnian. So that just shows that KBFC and other teams too are finding it hard to get the perfect balance in their lineup. Let's look at one more stat, which is the most goals conceded. Which are the teams with the most goals conceded? In that, first goes to not FC Goa, SC East Bengal. Then there is Bengaluru FC who have conceded 9. Then there is FC Goa who have conceded 8. Then Northeast United FC has also conceded 7. ATK Mohan Bagan has also conceded 7. Out of this, most of the goals came against. Out of this, 5 goals came against in the match between ATK Mohan Bagan and Mumbai City FC. And 2 goals were scored by Kerala Blasters against ATK Mohan Bagan. So this just shows to you that the team's stability has been affected, and that's the reason why so many goals have been scored. Now, is it a good thing or a bad thing? It can be interpreted in many ways. The quality of the league may be down a little bit in this season, because more Indian players are being given the chance, so that they are finding it hard to gel together. So from a 5 foreigners until last season, they are having gel together to a new lineup in which there will be 7 Indians and only 4 foreigners. So it's gonna be a process for all the teams, and the teams which have been able to adapt more quickly to that are reaping the results of it. At the time, the team which have been not been able to do that much of a gel together or a chemistry between the players are finding it hard. FC Goa are right now bottom of the table with 0 points, so that just speaks for itself, right? So, but at the same time, many more Indian players are getting the chances. More Indian forwards are getting the chances, like Vikram Pradap and all. And that's in total, that's a good thing that more Indian players are getting it, and it's a process. We are here to build Indian football, and that's why the more the process involves, and the more as the seasons progress, this rule will be a very big win for Indian football in general, because more Indians will come, goes to match, or the national team will have a more pool of players to select from, more quality and more game time to Indian players. So in general, this rule is bringing in some good game time to Indian team, or so the Indian players, and in the long run, it will always be a good decision. At the same time, this season it's going to be all about goals. Teams are going to find it hard to find in the stability, and it's a good process and it's going to be an interesting process to keep an eye out for. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and if you got updated about anything regarding Indian football in this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and also hit this video a thumbs up, so that we get encouraged to do more videos like this. And also share this video with all your friends, so that they also